Hello YouTube, it is Simsy here, and I am back in the WarZ. I did my first play a few days ago, and I was really optimistic during the video, and I've been playing around. I gave my guest keys to my friends, and we've been playing it a bit, and it's really helped my opinions of the game start to brew and boil, and frankly, WarZ's turning into the same thing I had with War Inc., possibly worse. Just frustration about everything this game does. So, I'm just going to log into my character. I'm going to join a server with not many people on it, because I really don't feel like being shot on sight, which is what a lot of people in this game feel like doing. I mean, you might, oh, but random, it's a survival game. You got to kill people on sight. But the players in this game are way too trigger happy. They take it way too seriously, and they just shoot everybody they see, and it gets really annoying, especially when you're a new spawn. Which I'm not in this character, but it is a character which I've just been hiding in the one place, logging on every now and then, running around collecting loot, logging off, rinse and repeat every hour or so. Okay, let's see if we can find a good server with not many people. Which is pretty hard, seeing as the game just launched on Steam, which I have a few beefs about, but I'll talk about that later. US 205, 11 people, that seems like the best we're going to get at the moment. So, the reason I was planning on doing this video before as more of a scripted thing, but I kept writing my script kept changing as I played the game a bit more. So I just decided I'd continue on with my first play kind of thing, even though the video title will probably be different. So this is my conclusion of the first play and my official opinions, ideas and stuff about the game. Obviously ideas and opinions may change as the game goes on, but this video will kind of be a rant, just a warning. It won't necessarily be entirely about gameplay, but also about the distribution, the financial, and just the development and everything about this game. So if we'd like to spawn in the game soon, that'd be mighty nice. As I pointed out last video, this game is unoptimized or whatever. It's not very well. Oh yeah, it's nighttime. What a marvelous choice. Well, I've got my trusty flashlight, which doesn't appear to be doing anything. Would the game like to enlighten me on why my flashlight isn't doing anything? Apparently not. Oh, okay, my flashlight just turned, yeah. Alright, grab some bandages. We'll grab some more bandages. I don't really need, wait, well, that's 1 liter. I can't really. Alright, let's dispatch with these guys. Epilepsy warning right here. The flashlight is... one thing they could do is at least make the flashlight so that it's an offhand thing, maybe you, I don't know, you sticky tape it to your head or something. And get this monotonous, boring combat over and done with. Any other zombies? Anybody around the corner? No. Bandages. Note, which has nothing on it. Okay, now got it. Again, this crouching and putting your flashlight off to the right is really annoying. Which would be the safest route to proceed. I think the safest route would be just to sprint through and then lose them, but that's not really something I feel like doing at the moment. So if I am sounding very negative this gameplay, and oh jeez, one found me. Brilliant. What fun. Now I'm probably, yep, I'm attracting the entire fucking town. So let's get the hell out of this place. And you probably just heard mumble in the background there. Hello, Mr. Zombie. Hello. Don't mind me, I'm just making my way through the place. Oh, hello. Hopefully I won't run out of sprint, and I need drink. Let's grab a drink of water. So I think the user interface I like a lot more than DayZ. The combat, however, in this game is really, really, really bland, as you saw before. Whacking zombies over the head constantly, constantly is really boring. The engine the developers have chosen to use is really lackluster. I wouldn't recommend it whatsoever. I mean, they said they started using the UDK, and the UDK is just so much more powerful than this piece of, well, I'm going to go right ahead and say this piece of shit. And frankly, looking at the development of the game, it doesn't even seem like they've done much. I mean, I went and played WarZ again. That was painful in itself. I went back and played that to examine things. This game looks like it has created new animations, albeit worse animations. They have copied models, textures, you name it, they've copied it over from WarZ. And the game feels and plays like a rush job. And you know, I'm gonna go out there and say it. I'm gonna say the social taboo, the thing you cannot say while playing this game. This game is a DayZ wannabe. Them coming out during the height of DayZ's success and saying, "Oh, you know, we've been working on this game for over a year now. You know, we started off with the UDK, but we decided to go with that." That is bullshit. We started with UDK, the Unreal Engine 3. I mean, if you've played Hawken, Blacklight Retribution, hell, Gears of War, they're Unreal Engine 3 games. That engine is the standard of the industry. And instead, they decided to go with a shitty little engine that never could. The shitty engine that runs WarZ Battlezone, developed by Arctos Entertainment Group. I think it's called the Eclipse engine. And really, the only reason they're going with this engine is because I reckon they're probably being financially backed by Arctos Entertainment Group. And that's another point about this game. The whole game seems like a money grab. I know if I was developing this game in its current state, I would not be opening it up to players. I mean, we've seen the release on Steam, the Foundation release, according to the general manager, Sergey, I think I'm saying this right, Sergey Titov, yeah, his name, we just call him Sergey for now, he's come out and said that this game is no longer alpha or beta, it is Foundation release. This game shouldn't even be in a public beta at the moment, it is that buggy. I mean, if you walk down a cliff and once you get to the bottom, your character takes damage. This game is not in a state for it to be released properly. I know I'm sounding a lot more negative than my other videos, because I was trying to be positive in those videos, but after playing it for a while, this game has just infuriated the hell out of me. Now there's stuff cropping up all around Reddit about it. There's been interviews. There was a poll that they took not too long ago on their Facebook. I got the link from, and you know, I did my part as a good player. I did the poll, recommended a few things, told them my thoughts, and just off of memory, the poll's results were 50% of players, I think it was, think the game needed more refinement. Oh, what was that? Okay, that wasn't a gunshot, that was just a game sound. The game need more refining. 50% of the players think that, and you know, I was one of those 50%. But apparently only 3% of people hate the game. Now that's understandable, with, you know, he's saying, oh, the haters, you know, they're more vocal about it and stuff, and that's why I'm not hearing much good stuff about the game. Now, I really don't want to doubt Sergey in his polling, because I really hope, you know, I've had high hopes for this game all through, but as soon as I discovered that the game ran on the WarZ Battlezone engine, my hopes and dreams were smashed into a million pieces, because, well, yeah, I mean, you can see it. I was just watching the start of Total Biscuit's video, and, you know, he was pointing out that, you know, the game's got crummy textures and stuff. I think the game's graphics are alright. It certainly isn't the top of the industry. Like, it isn't the AAA game that, It isn't the AAA engine of a game that was promised by WarZ Battlezone, as I pointed out in one of my previous videos. And if I jump, will they notice me? No. So this game has been an utter disappointment, and with the game's release on Steam, I mean, it's already got 372 recommendations. I haven't got my Steam key yet. I bought the game on the website a few days before it got put on Steam. I haven't gotten my Steam key yet, like they promised. I haven't set up that page yet. And I just think this game, and I think the description, as a few Redditors pointed out as well, the description of the game is on Steam is completely wrong. It claims to be the first zombie MMO ever. It claims that it doesn't have anything about the game being in an alpha, beta, or foundation release state, and it like lies about a whole lot of things. And Kotaku talked to our old friend Sergey, and he was saying there was something about them saying the map was, oh no, the player count was 100 players. You could have 100 players on one server, and that the game only allows 50 players onto servers. And you know, they were pointing out, well, you've lied on your Steam description. You know, you're blatantly ripping off people by promising something and then not delivering it. And Sergey came back and said, we're not lying about it. It says 50 players. We originally had 70, but you know, because of community recommendations, we dropped it down to 50. Well, I'm sorry, Sergey, but that's still lying. You know, you promised 100 players. You didn't even have 100 players. You started off with 70. And I think the whole management of this game is poor, and I've got a whole fuck ton of zombies on my back, and I would use my shotgun, but I don't really want to. And, oh, more zombies. Okay. So, again, I've mentioned this a couple of times. The game just feels really, really unoptimized. And it really, really disappoints and infuriates me that such a game, such a blatant rip-off, such a poorly designed, poorly thought up game can make so much money. They've said they've got over 600,000 registered users, so you know, 15 times 600,000 is, I don't really want to calculate that right now because my maths isn't as good. It's the holidays, shut up, I don't want to be doing any maths. So they have earned a lot of money. Plus the microtransactions. Another thing, this game has microtransactions. It's a buy-to-play game with microtransactions. And I know, oh, but random, Guild Wars 2 has microtransactions as well, and that's a buy-to-play game. But Guild Wars 2's microtransactions are mainly based around vanity items. You know, you can buy in-game cash and stuff, but you can buy like special cash and stuff, but you can also buy that special cash with your in-game money. And so the whole game, it really just feels like a money grab. And it's something that I really would like to be a good game, but frankly right now, the animations are poor, the textures are poor, the combat is really poor, the player base is frankly annoying, the game is undercooked, the gameplay mechanics have not been thought up as well. It's just like, let's try and copy DayZ without even taking a proper look at how DayZ's mechanics work, and why DayZ is such critically acclaimed, and this game is not. I mean, I've read a lot of things about this game. Okay, we've got one zombie left, let's check zombie out. I've been following this game quite a bit, not ever since its announcement, but ever since recently. I've been following the game, and it seems this morning, ever since I woke up and I decided I'd finally do a proper commentary, it seems, you know, Kotaku, Reddit, Total Biscuit are all up in arms about how poor this game is, and I think Sergey needs to answer a few questions. There's even been stuff about the game's community management. Anybody asking questions that, you know, they don't want to answer gets banned, and the posts are removed, and their Facebook page doesn't even let you, you know, post stuff. I mean, Ubisoft, my most hated publisher, well, my most hated PC publisher, allows me to post stuff on their Facebook telling them how bad they're doing with Uplay. Yet WarZ is just like, we don't want any criticism on our game. Our game is good. Our game is not a rip-off of DayZ. La 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 la. Shut up. I think I went a bit overhand there, but anyway, I think you've kind of gotten what I'm trying to say here and my disappointments with the game and what I don't like. So here's my personal message to Sergey. First of all, what you want to do if you want this game to be able to compete with DayZ, you want to first of all redo all the animations, remake all the models. This game is not a standalone game. This is a mod for War Inc. Battlezone. Redo all the animations, redo all the models, and all that. Ooh, shiny helmet. I don't know antibiotics. Okay, so refine the gameplay. For God's sakes, put a bit more recoil in the guns. Make it. The cool thing about DayZ, it's a military simulator. The guns have the proper fields, they have recoil. You need to be skilled with the guns if you want to kill someone at range. This game, it's just point, hold down, click, and bam, you win. Another thing, make zombie combat more interesting. I don't want to spend my game standing there whacking a zombie over the head 10 times waiting for it to die. Another thing, make the zombie AI more smart, well, just make it more interesting. The zombie AI just kind of, yeah, they just see you, they run at you, and yeah. Let's hope I can kill this one before the other one gets over here. Yep. Alright. I mean, bashing a zombie over the head 50 times, or 10 times actually, before it dies is not fun. Also, when I crouch, make it so the flashlight doesn't go to the right. Also, make the crouch button sticky. My fingers have gotten so sore playing this game, holding crouch, going through towns. And I could come up with about a million things. Refine the gameplay. I mean, as I explained before, DayZ has the whole thing. Players spawn on the coast, good loot's up north, all the good players are heading up north, while the lower players can just hang around the coast with not as much fear of taking a bullet to the head as soon as they step out of a doorway. So yeah, everything needs refining. And frankly, so my opinion is this game is a blatant money grab. If our good friend Sergey really wishes to make this game proper, he needs to scrap everything War Inc. has put into it, maybe refund all the players, offer a pre-order thing, lock everybody out of the beta, get his team to sit down and work. This game needs work. And you know, they're talking about things about increasing the zombie count. Don't increase the zombie count. That's not going to improve your game. If you want the game to be good, you don't just throw more enemies at the players. That's not how a difficulty system works. The poorest difficulty systems is where they just throw enemies at players. A good difficulty system is where the AI are legitimately hard to kill. Okay, what backpack have I got? I gotta pick up. Fuck it. I'm probably not gonna play this game much more. Anyway, so they're my opinions about DayZ. Not DayZ. Fuck WarZ. That's another thing. Change your goddamn name. I get sick and tired of getting WarZ confused with DayZ, and that's another thing. I think a lot of players on Steam that don't stay informed about stuff will think that this is the DayZ standalone, and frankly, this is nothing like the DayZ standalone. The DayZ standalone, I imagine, would be of higher quality. If they're starting with, if it's just DayZ but more refined, it'll be of higher quality. And I mean, like, yeah. So I'm gonna stop now. So there are my thoughts of WarZ. Basically, don't buy the game. Wait. I'd say wait until the game gets out of its foundation release. So wait for it and keep an eye on it. And you know, I hope my messages get out to Sergey, our old friend Sergey, but I don't think they will, because you know, with the whole the way they're doing polls and stuff, that's all nice and good, but yeah, wait, what the hell? What is this? Alright. So I am really disappointed with the game in its current state. I hope it does get better, because I really was looking forward to this game. But frankly, it's a money grab, it's poorly designed, and yes, my recommendation would be to stay away from it until it gets a lot more refined. I'd say about half a year or so. The fact that they've been working on this game for, they say, over a year, and yet they've got nothing to show for it. I mean, they could have at least tried to port over the models they'd built for the UDK version, but I don't think the UDK version ever existed. I don't think this game's been in production for over a year. I think it's a quick copy-paste job from War Inc. at the height of DayZ's success. So, yes, again, that's my opinion. I'm going to shut up now. I would... I'm not comfortable with asking people to like, and there I go, I just did it. So, yes, this is Simsy signing off.